The Gospel of Mark, chapter 7 verse 15 states, "There is nothing from outside a man which, by entering into him, is able to defile him. But the things which proceed from a man, these are what pollute a man." I like this phrase as it is a reminder to look inward during your struggles and hardships. You as a person have all the evil in the world inside of you. This is similar to the phrase by author of the Gulag Archipelago Alexander Solzhenitsyn when he wrote, "The line between good and evil runs not through states, nor between classes, nor between political parties either, but right through every human heart." No one is making you lie, no one is making you be weak, or take the path of least resistance. You are choosing that. You could stand up for what's true, you could stand up to the bully, you could be the one person in the room, regardless of the consequences, that can say this is not right. But all the thoughts that hold you back from being brave and courageous, the thoughts that keep you from doing the right thing, the thoughts that make you weak, are all coming from inside you. Human nature seems to be summed up well in the 7 deadly sins. Pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth are built into all of us. Human nature in ways is the voice of the devil. It is the Bible and the studying of Jesus' life that is a guide to acknowledge the bad in us, and make an active decision to turn away from that, and fulfill our true potential. These sins proceed from man, we are the ones who bring them into the world by the act of doing. We have the devil inside us, pure evil. If you chose to think that's not true, you will be an agent of him. You will be a useless idiot to the devil. But that is no excuse. But the message that it is within us is powerful. If bad is within us, so is good, and it is up to us to make our lives and situation as great as possible. Because it is within us, we don't need to worry about other people's actions, other people's words. We have a job to do and have to do it. This is a daily decision, even a minute-by-minute decision. You are deciding to let your emotions get the better of you when talking to your parents, siblings, spouse, or kids. You are compromising your values at work because you have a family to feed. You are not working as hard as you know you need to. You are the one who is obsessed with what everyone else is doing, playing the victim, and not taking personal responsibility. And yes, bad things happen to good people. Of that there is no doubt. There is still a reason to live, as outside forces cannot control you, because you can still be an example of the good, even as an example of how to bravely face tragedy. You cannot help if tragedy befalls you, but you can determine your reaction to it. And you don't have to believe me, but read Viktor Frankl and Alexander Solzhenitsyn, who went through the worst hell of the 20th century personally, and learn that you can only control whether you let something outside defile you. But the people who carried out the atrocities of the 20th century, that also proceeded from the men who did the acts as well. They could have said no, they would have personally paid a cost to saying no. But that's the difference between good and evil, individual acts of bravery and self-sacrifice and acts of cowardice and selfishness.